Hi everyone and welcome back, and if you're new here, hi, welcome, join the enthusiasm, subscribe. So in today's video I am going to create this look over here. It's very bronzed, it's very glowing summer look. And you can also see like peachy and corally tones. Now my lips look a little bit peachy and my eyes look a little bit corally. Now this kind of look generally implies that you have tan on, and it's very much like, tanned bronzing kind of a look. It may not work in India, to be honest, because if you go out for having a tan in India, you will actually burn. The heat is that intense. So obviously you can get this look with makeup. Obviously you can do anything with makeup. It's a magical thing. Getting this look is not very hard, but you can mess it up very easily too. Because if you apply too much of cream contour, it's going to look very muddy and it's going to look very dull. So obviously you have to apply a really correct amount of contour to your face to make it pop, to make it look like tanned very beautifully. Now I have tips related to that in the video, so make sure that you stay till the end. I'm like sweating these days while making videos because it's so damn hot here and I'm wearing like full sleeves. So it's very hot. I might be looking very happy on the face, but inside I'm burning because it's very hot. So yes, now without further chatting, let's head right into the video. First of all, I am just going to prime, and for that I am going to use two primers today, and those are this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water for kind of moisturizing, and then I have the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio primer and base, which is kind of mattifying and blurring. So I am just going to apply this all over my face, and then I'm going to apply this in my T-zone because I don't know why nowadays my skin is feeling very oily, especially in this area. You'll see in a minute it's just going to sweat badly. So that's why I think this primer will work out. First of all, I am just going to spray this all over my face. And today I'm going on the neck too because we're going to do like a very bronzed kind of a look. So I think the neck needs a little bit of primer too. I'm just packing it into my skin. I will be contouring today before foundation, so So I am just going to use this foundation stick by Nykaa. What the hell? Wow, I mean it just get inside, dude. Alright, so it's finally inside, and I am going to use this Nykaa foundation stick in 07. So I need a mirror for this. Taking it really forward today. I generally start from a little above. You guys must be knowing that because I really like that extra lift. And today I think let's do the collarbone too, because it's just an overall bronzed look, so it will look really weird if I just miss the collarbone. Let's blend this one first, and for blending I am just going to take a pack brush. So this is the pack 234 brush that I'm going to use for blending, and first of all I think I applied a bit too much over here, so let me blend this out first. So I think that this is a very warm toned foundation stick that I used, and I really like this for my complexion. Next I'm just going to take my sponge and just like dab it. To just soften out everything. Once that is done, next I'm going to do my foundation, and for that I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and this one is in the shade NC40. I am going to do a thin layer because this is like a full coverage foundation and I don't want to cover everything that I did right now, so I'm just going to do a very thin layer. So I think this is enough foundation that you need, maybe a little bit more around the mouth area and a little bit on the neck because it's looking too orange right now. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on the neck, right here. And just dragging it down, and the leftover goes here. For my concealer, I am going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. You guys know I just use drugstore concealers, so this is one of my favorites. I'm just going to use this. This is very close to my skin tone. This one is in the shade Medium Tawny. I think that's how it's pronounced. And I am just going to apply a little bit under my eyes. You don't want to overload the concealer when you're doing like a very bronzed kind of a look. And if you want to overload the concealer, just use a concealer that's actually your skin tone. And I'm just going to blend it with my sponge. For setting my under eyes, I am going to use this Fit Me powder. I'm just taking a little bit of powder on my sponge. And first let's blend the concealer out again. And now let's apply the powder. That looks really nice and flawless. Now with the leftover powder on the sponge, I'm just going to set my smile lines and the whole freaking T-zone, because it's very much sweaty. For my eyes, I think I actually need a concealer for my eyes because I need to prime them, you know. Blend it out very lightly. You don't want to do anything to the lower part. So this is the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm just using the lighter shade, which is the highlighting shade from the palette, and I'm just applying it to set everything in place. You can see the sweating has started. I really don't like summer. I am going to take this shade, I think, this one. So next, with the same brush, I am going to use this shade over here. And next I need a bit more depth than that, so I'm just using this one, this shade from this Makeup Revolution 1 Million palette. Now this is a free palette that I got, and if you don't have it, just search for a very warm dark brown kind of a shade. So I'm just going to blend all of that with a clean brush now, like just soften the edges out. For my mascara, I'm using the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade Mascara. Actually, I will be applying false eyelashes, so you know, I'm just applying this. Now to get the full metallic effect, because I just don't like the eyeshadow to be looking metallic on the lid, so I just want like an overall metallic effect. And for that I took this brush and I wet it with the same primer that I used on my face, and then I went into the shade and first I applied it on the eyelid, and then with the leftover I just did the, you know, leftover part, the extra space available other than my eyelid. So that's how you get like a beautiful bronzed and shiny kind of an eye look. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows, and for that I am using the Brow Artist Brow Pomade by L'Oreal. Then I'm going to do the eyeliner and I'm going to apply some false eyelashes, and then I'll be back. So I'm just going to take this Kiko Milano kohl pencil. This is a white kohl pencil, and I'm just going to apply this in my waterline. Now for my lower lash line, I'm just going to take the first shade that we took. I think it was this one. I don't want it to touch the kohl, otherwise the kohl will turn orange and I don't want that. Now once that is done, I am going to take an even more darker shade, and for that I'm just going to use this one from here. So next we are going to bronze up the face, and for that I'm using this palette by Nykaa. So once that is done, you can see that this area is not looking very clean, so I just want to cut that out, and for that I am just taking my sponge and then I am just taking a little bit of powder. For blush, I am going to use this Milani Baked blush, and this is like very pigmented, so I'm just going to use very little. Just applying a little extra on the apples. That's it. I am just going to take a highlighter, and for highlighter I just wanted to use something very golden. So I think I am going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. For my lip liner, I am going to use this PAC Color Lock Long Lasting Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Brown to Earth. And next I'm just going to use my very favorite nude lipstick, which is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Trend Setter. And now for a little bit of ombre effect, I'm just going to take the same Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Bikini Babe. So that's it for the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you really like this video, then please share this video.